Warning, this is Jake's first walkthrough of Katawa Shoujo, and has no idea what to expect. But upon saying that, some content may be inappropriate for kiddies.
Previously on Katawa Shoujo.
Heart attack! One-eyed chick, classic pink-haired girl with glasses. Right here, she's deaf. Right here, over bubbly laughingness. He's got a scarf, that is top, and it's Gryffindor colors, that is awesome. My life is not a game here, or is it?
And
Let's play Risk. Who is this lady? Oh, she's blind. That's what I was thinking. Ha! It's you! I finally found you! When she runs, they just run away! Where was I? Oh yes, vast feminine conspiracy. And she's got no legs!
And
Even without a voice, Shizune is direct and brash, and Misha seems to get along with everyone. On the other hand, Lily is soft-spoken and relaxed, while Hanako seems to be the shyest girl I've ever met. Polar opposites. Is she eating with her feet? That is top! Like the color when you wake up and you know that you saw the meaning of life in your dream but can't remember it? What does that even mean?
and our story continues.
Hey everybody out there in YouTube land, Jake, the OneManBand is back again playing more Katawa Shoujo. I almost forgot its name. Oh, my glasses are dirty. But enough about that. Let's get on. We're jogging with Emmy, because I do not believe I have the capacity to run. So, we both take off around the track. I can immediately see that she wasn't lying about being good at running. Emmy moves fluidly, throwing herself into the run with a sort of wild ambition. I find myself concentrating more on running properly. Hands spread, right. Oh, hands spread, right? There was a question mark there. And something about hitting on the balls of your feet rather than on the heels. I'm trying to make my stride to Emmy's, but it's pretty difficult. Apparently, I'm not very good at it. At running? No, probably not. I'm terrible at running, too. Maybe Emmy could help me with that sometime. Well, it'd kind of be difficult due to the fact she doesn't have, like, real feet. I mean, she probably runs differently than you. I'm really not feeling up to more than a couple laps today, and slow to a walk pretty quickly. Like a baby. Emmy keeps running and doesn't seem to notice I've stopped until she passes me a second time. She quickly skids to a halt, breathing steadily, in contrast to my own somewhat gasping demeanor. Finished already? Yeah, I hang my head ruefully. Yeah. I'm not in very good shape right now. Emmy nods and then grins at me again. She seems to do a lot of smiling. Well, that's what you have to do. You have to smile. I mean, if you don't smile all the time, then you'll just be a sad person. Well, the important thing is you started, right? Next time you just have to try to hold out longer, and then longer, and longer, and eventually you'll be great. I'll keep that in mind. But I think right now I'm going to go get ready for class. Shouldn't you? Emmy shrugs incoherently. Nah, I got plenty of time. I noticed that she's not wearing a watch. Are you sure? Another careless shrug. Not really, but I've got to finish my routine. See you later, Hisho. Yes, see ya. I'm not sure whether this morning's experiment was a success or a failure, but I admit that I do feel slightly good about getting out there this morning. And like Emmy said, I just need to keep at it in order to get better, right? Practice makes perfect, or something like that. No, it's not something like that, it is that. You have to practice, and then you get better. That's the way of life. It's nice to at least feel like I've taken some semblance of control over my health, my own health. I have to try to keep this up. I head back to the dorms to wash and change into my uniform, trying to resist the urge to take a really long and hot shower. Man, that could be like the best time when you just take a shower. I'm tired of all the running, so I just want to unwind, but I don't want to break my slowly building routine of getting to school before the morning rush. In the shower. After taking a long shower anyway, I dry myself off and get out of the stall and put on my clothes. Out of nowhere, Shadow appears within the mist, looming and radiating malice interest. It bursts through the fog. Kenji. Yes. Hello. Again. And you're naked. Happy day. Oh, the worst times. Okay. Who's up for another Kenji session? I am. Sup? What are you doing here? What the hell? You scared me. What's your problem? I should be asking you that. I've been looking for you all over the place, man. What do you mean all over the place? I want to ask if he's been looking for me like that, stark naked, but I held my tongue back. I finally realize I'm still naked too and quickly hold up my shirt in front of me, but Kenji doesn't seem to notice a thing. His glasses are fogged up, but then why doesn't he wipe them off? Is his vision so bad that he's practically seeing through the fog? Yeah, probably. You know, your room and... yeah, that's it. Hey, I mean, I still had to get up, though. Whatever, it's not important. Can I borrow some money? Why? He puts on an innocent face and looks away, trying very hard to look casual. It doesn't work. He's as transparent as his window pane sized glasses. Talking neutrally like this, wearing nothing, feels awkward. Yeah, if a naked guy comes and asks you for money, it's kinda awkward. Actually, somehow it's even more awkward to be naked in front of someone when you can't even see me being naked, to say nothing of the fact that he's naked as well. I try to brush off the feeling with little success. He's naked, you're naked, everyone's naked in this room. Money? Sure. But don't give in! What if he's gonna use it for the bad things? Awesome. Wait, why do you need... Now you ask. Now you ask. Can't you just give it to me because I have the goodwill not to run through your pockets while you were in the shower? I could have, but I exercised restraint. And in the end, isn't it the thought that counts? Come on, be a pal. This makes no... Wait, how did he even get into my room? A question for later. This makes no sense. If it's the thought that counts, I should withhold payment, since his thoughts were so clearly impure, and his intentions are probably even more sinister, since he can't tell me what they are. I say as much to him. I'm offended, man. But if that is your game, then fine. I guess I have no choice. I want to order a pizza, and I already have most of the cost of the pizza. I need your help for the rest. I get some of that pizza too, right? No. What? But fair is fair, man. If you contribute, you're getting some of the down payment. Are you serious? Yeah. I would give you some, but you have class, and you don't have time to eat a pizza. What about you? I'm not going to class. I have to wait for the pizza to pay the guy, and then eat it. It's not easy. You have to obtain the pizza stealthily. If you don't, everyone will see you, and the pizza, and will ask you for a slice. Logic. He's smarter than I thought. It's a hard world out there. Everyone wants a piece, and you're left pizzaless in an unforgiving world. It's happened before, that's how I know. Every day, I plan my vengeance, so that when the people who wronged me order a pizza, I will be there, ever vigilant. Kenji strikes a dramatic pose, completely, without irony. But yeah, I only need like 400 yen. Please, you're my only hope. Obi-Wan Kenobi, you're my only hope! I can't go outside and buy my own pizza, it's too far. I'll try not to go out unless it's absolutely necessary. Let me tell you what happened the last time I went out without carefully planning it in advance. Story time. Yes, Kenji story time. I was outside in the bush. No, not really. I was outside. I can't remember what I was doing. Something. Standing. Maybe wondering how I got there. And then, out of nowhere, it happened. Like a flash of lightning, splitting the sky, like how you split a sandwich into 2 equal pieces to make it more manageable to hold and eat. A bird crapped on my head. Honestly, that's never happened to me. And if it did, I'd kill the bird. It was the second most shocking moment of my life. The second most shocking moment. What was the first? He ignores me and keeps going. I went to grab him and shake him. Is he even trying to keep momentum? I'll go with that. Even if it's more likely he just didn't hear me. It was like in the openings of some kind of anime show. Holy crap, he's breaking the fourth wall. You know, how there's always a part where the main dude is fighting his rival and they fly at each other and clash swords and there's a big dramatic colored aurora and zoom. But it was like that, but with poo. Okay. So yeah, I need some money, please. Don't leave me hanging. I only need like 1,000 yen. 3 seconds ago it was 400. I thought it was 400. Okay. What? I'll pay you back. I swear. You better. That's what it means to borrow stuff. I don't know when I'll be able to pay you back. You have 1 week. Kenji winces and makes a noise like a dying cow, and practically disturbing fact given that his baton is conducting freely. What? You're not supposed to be so tight-assed about money between brothers in arms, man. Men have to have it bad enough as it is. Did you know that male porn stars only make half of what female porn stars make? Why would you know that? And I didn't want to know that at all. It's gross. That doesn't mean anything unless you're a porn star. So maybe I am a porn star on the side, struggling to make ends meet as I fight the feminist agenda. And you can't even spot me or crumbs, you bastard. Nobody understands. Nobody! Is this real life? Wouldn't feminists be against pornography in the first place? We ask the real questions. This feminist agenda stuff again, this stuff is important. I can see that you don't give a shit, but this is serious here. Feminists, they are a dangerous enemy, with no mistake. You take them lightly, and you'll wake up in the morning with a knife in your back. Bam! Out of nowhere. Well, as long as it's after morning coffee. How do you wake up in the morning if someone stabs you in your sleep? Women are terrible at stabbing things. Oh, Kenji, you are a wonder. I thought you just said don't take them lightly. Well, I mean don't take them lightly for the big things. Individually, they're not a threat. But if there was some kind of war, like a big war, with men on one side and the feminist forces on the other side, it would be pretty ugly. This is true. You get women together, they start forming plans. They have their own little witches' coven over there. They're texting to each other when they're like 2 feet away. And that day will come when the feminists come out of their central top secret worldwide feminist headquarters and say, now it's time, mother. I'm sorry, I don't like to bleep. You're being ridiculous. There's no big worldwide feminist headquarters building. Where would they even hide that? Underwater? Or in the sky? Duh. I mean, it'd have to be massive. You can't hide that on Earth. Somewhere, someone would notice the big fortress with women only in it. Well, maybe it's in space then. Who said it was on Earth? Bam! I turn away from Kenji and start practicing frowning faces in the mirror so that I can figure out what kind of frown would best express my emotions. He can't see me from this distance anyway, which unfortunately means that he just keeps ranting without any regard to sense or sensibility. Yeah, there's a war going on. A war not many know about. But it's a great war. One that will one day boil over and encompass all of the known world. Then we will have to pick sides. We will have to make a stand. In fact, it's happening right now. Imagine it. The bloody battlefield. A vicious conflict without end. I almost gave up when I thought this cause was silly. When I grew tired of the bleakness of our fight. When I mistook the time of power, went out for the feminist raid and thought the end was near. But then I realized that if I gave up, it would be all over. And I was like, whoa. And when I had to get serious because I am the last sane man in an insane world, it's about duty. Must be a pretty crappy movement if it all hinges on one naked guy ranting in a bathroom with another naked guy. So, can I have the money? It all comes back to the money. Just like everything else. He's blocking the way out, and it's getting cold because I'm still naked. I want to go to class, so I agree to spot him the money. Awesome. Thanks, dude. We should go bowling later on. Bowling? Yeah. It's the ultimate sport. There's almost no women bowlers either, making it almost the manliest sport. Sure. Yeah. Should I wear my pink bowling shirt with matching shoes or the pastel green with flower accents? There are bowling clothes? Maybe. Anyway, you'd better pay me back. I can pay you back and stuff, right? I don't have time to ask him to elaborate about what that means. I don't know. I have to get to class. You're kinda in the way. Oh, sorry, yeah. I don't want to hold you up. I have some stuff to do myself. The time has come. The time for what? I just like saying that. Okay, now the time has really come. For what? I have to use the bathroom. Get out of it. I was just going to. And what does it mean? It's a big bathroom. So, I have to be alone or I can't go. The pressure. Okay, what if someone else comes in? ... That's not your line. That's Shizune's line. I'll think of something. I give him my practice frown, and it looks kind of silly reflected in his glasses. He either doesn't notice or doesn't see. Anyway, so I get dressed and run back to my room, feeling as though an eternity has passed since I woke up. Oh, so it's a collective bathroom. I thought each room had its own bathroom for some reason. I'm weird. That is time I will never get back. It'll get him. I'll get him for this somehow. But right now I have to get to class. Alrighty. And with that, I think I'm gonna have to end this episode here. Every time we do a Kenji thing, I think we have to end it because it's just so mind-blowing. Anyway, like and favorite if you've enjoyed, subscribe, of course, share this with all your friends if you want to. And I guess I'll see you guys next time. I'm out there in YouTube land.